Hey everybody, Mark here. Before I get into today's topic, I just want to give you a word of caution. I'm back to recording simply with my iPhone. The interface and a couple of things that I got to try to improve the quality of sound with over the last few months since starting these things. It seems that my iPhone's latest update prevents it from working with those things. So while I'm working on that, I may have to make them this way for a while. I hope it works okay. All right, that gets us into today's topic, and I will be referring to some notes that I have here, so if you see me looking down, that's what it is. Some of you will remember Paul Harvey and his program, The Rest of the Story. Well, that's kind of what this is going to be today. I'm going to give you the rest of the story behind the song that I'm about to play you. It was written by a man named Joseph Scriven. Joseph Scriven is from Ireland. He was born in 1819, and he grew up there and graduated from Trinity College, Dublin, I believe, and the next year he was engaged to be married, and his fiancee drowned the day before their wedding in some type of accident, and he missed out on his opportunity for marriage there. The next year, he felt the Lord's calling to move to Canada and go into ministry there, so that's what he did. But he didn't stay very long. He kind of got sick and he went back home to Ireland, and 2 or 3 years later he came back to Canada for good. And after he got to Canada, he was running a school, I think, for a while. He became a poet, wrote some poems, had some poems published, and sometime as that was going on, he got word that his mom in Ireland had become pretty sick and she was in pretty bad shape. So he wrote a poem for her. It was intended to comfort her and something just to help her through this time, and he entitled it Pray Without Ceasing. That was the name of the poem. This poem becomes one of the most well-known traditional hymns of the church today. I'll come back to that in a minute because there's another interesting part to his life. A few years after that, he fell in love again, and this time, just before he was married, his fiancee caught pneumonia and passed away, and he missed out on his second opportunity for marriage. And when he died some years later, he was buried next to that second fiancee. Now, back to the poem that he wrote, he never intended for it to be any more than just something special for his mom, but a friend of his put it to music after reading it. They changed the name of it, and it became the song that we know today as What a Friend We Have in Jesus. So this is the song that was originally entitled Pray Without Ceasing. And now you know the rest of the story.